may have watched my video. I only posted one. It was an introduction video, and I did it back in January. And basically, it was just introducing who I am and my family, and then just the content that I will be having on my channel. Of course, sometimes things happen, life happens, so it's taking me a little while to get started and really start posting some of the things that I've been kind of wanting to share with you guys. So today, I am going to share with you all about my weight loss journey. I'm going to dive right into it because I know that's what you're here for, and I just want to give you all as much information as possible about how I got started on my journey, and then also hopefully some of these things that I'm giving you, you can take away and it can help you. It can be a blessing to you. A lot of my videos that will be coming up, a lot of them will include some weight loss things because that's my life. I do a lot of other different things, but you know, weight loss is kind of one of the major things that I have going on. So just to get started, to tell you all about, you know, how I got started on my journey, one of the things that happened for me is that, you know, I've been heavy all my life. I've always was kind of a chunky little girl, you know, never got bullied or anything in school because I was always kind of, as I grew up and grew, you know, got older and went to high school and things like that, you just start noticing like, man, you know, I'm a big girl. So, you know, everything was fine and good. Like I said, I didn't get bullied in school or anything. So for me, my issue started as an adult. As you get older, you start dating and things like that, and then you just start kind of being more conscious of like, man, you know, I need to not only just lose weight to want to look good sometimes, but you just want to be healthier. So I had my children. I was heavy before I had children. Of course, having children, I gained weight with both of my kids. But I decided one day that, you know, I had to make a change. And it took a long time. I'm not going to say that just one day I woke up and this life just magically changed. It did. This was a thought process over, you know, really a couple of years. That every day I would wake up like, man, you know, I got to do something. You know, you get tired of getting up feeling sick. I was feeling sick. I was eating late night, eating sweets, just kind of doing whatever I wanted to do. Now, let me say this. I didn't have any health issues. Fortunate for me, I didn't have high blood pressure, no diabetes or anything like that. So I've always been a pretty healthy person. But for me, I just didn't feel good. It was just a bad feeling waking up in the morning, and you just get tired of that. You know, sometimes we get so comfortable being comfortable that we just don't realize, like, you wake up and I just was feeling terrible. And I got tired of being comfortable. So one day I was at work talking to my executive director, and she asked me, it was January of that year, and it was actually in 2013 when this actually happened. And she asked me, she said, what are you going to do for the new year? What's your plans? What's your New Year's resolution? Well, for me, my New Year's resolution was always the same. I always said, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Of course, it never happened. So I decided that this year, this was gonna be it for me. This was gonna be the time that I got this weight off of me. And so she was like, okay, so what are you gonna do? I was like, thought to myself, I don't know, honey, you tell me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, and I was thought, shoot, I can't keep doing the same thing I'm doing because obviously it's not working. Now let me reel back. This was before I moved to another city. I actually lost weight doing Weight Watchers. And I will go into a separate video about Weight Watchers and how it worked for me, but I did lose weight on Weight Watchers. But after that I got pregnant, and so again I gained the weight back. So this time I didn't have any kind of plan. I just kind of did it on my own, and I love Weight Watchers, it worked, but this was a plan that I kind of did on my own. So anyway, she asked me what I was going to do again. I told her, I don't know. I have no clue, honey. I don't know, because obviously what I'm doing ain't working. So she said, and I said, well, it'd be nice if, you know, here at work we would start some sort of, you know, weight loss challenge or something like that. So she said to me, well, why don't you do it? And I was like, wait a minute now, hold on. You know, it was a cute idea, but I don't know if it's what I want to do for real, because that means I'm going to have to spearhead this. And so I thought, nope, this is it. This is the time. So she said, why don't you just do it? And I was like, okay. So I went home and I thought about it. I was like, Lord, I don't want to get all into this. This is too much. And I thought, no, you know, this is your time. So a multitude of things started happening around this time, which is just so crazy to me. And it's funny how God will work things out and he will line things up for you When you pray and you believe, I'm telling you, he will work some stuff out. So around this time, I was having a conversation with my cousin. Me and her, it's our thing. We talk about our goals, dreams, all of that. And we was on the phone one day, and my son was in the car, and my son said to me, I'm sorry. My cousin was talking to me, and he knows not to interrupt my conversation. You don't interrupt my conversation when I'm talking, period, point blank. You're talking about losing weight and how much it costs to lose, not lose weight, but how much it costs to buy healthy foods and eat right and all this stuff. So he heard me talking to her about that. So me and her hung up the phone, and we got off the phone, and he was like, Mom, he was like, I know you tell me not to interrupt you when you're talking and don't be in your conversation, but can I say something to you? And I thought, okay, what is it, son? He said, I heard y'all talking about losing weight and how much it costs to eat right. He's like, but Mom, wouldn't it cost more for a funeral? Let me tell y'all something. When you think about exactly what this child said, he's exactly right. It would cost more to put me in the ground than it would be for me to take time out and just budget, which you can. You can eat on a budget, and I did, and buy the things that can help you lose. And it just hit me like, this is your time. This is your time to do what it is that God is telling you that you need to do. This is the time. You have to believe and you have to trust that he's going to give you all the tools that you need to be successful. So I went home that night. I got on my knees. I got my son in bed, got his homework done, and I had some me time, and I had some me time with God. And what I did was I prayed. I prayed so hard, y'all. I prayed and I cried and I cried and I prayed and I screamed and I told God, I want this. I want this more than I have ever wanted it. I'm tired of being tired. And y'all, I promise you, from that day on, I went back to work. Some days later, I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I got a co-worker. I said, listen, can you help me get this going? Because we're about to change some lives, including my own. And so they were great. They really were. A lot of them just jumped on board, and a lot of them were excited because we didn't have any kind of, wellness initiative at work. So everybody was excited. Everybody was working out. We were all doing well. And so for me, being in the environment where everybody else is kind of doing the same thing, it kept me motivated. It kept me motivated in realizing that, hey, this is not so dreadful. Like, oh God, I gotta go to the gym. And so in the beginning, it was fun. It was really, really fun. Now let me tell y'all, there were some days that I was just like, I don't care who at the gym, I don't want to go. Because a lot of times I would run into my coworkers and they be in there working out, and even when I didn't want to be in there, if I'm in there with them, it made me, but it made me just be more, more motivated sometimes. And then sometimes, it didn't help. But, that's where your self-motivation has to come in. That's where you have to realize that, I'm doing this for me. Yes, we all need incentives. We all need things to keep us going. But I had to really dig deep. I had to dig deep, and I had to find who I was. And y'all, it's so mental. It is a mental game. It is a mental game. And this video basically is just telling you how I got started. Now, my next video, I'm going to go into detail on the things I actually did, my daily routine, some of the things that I did eat, how I, stayed on track, my journaling and all those things. But I just want to let you know, this is just how I got motivated. This is how I got started. And y'all, for me, my motivation was just knowing that I needed to be healthy for my children, knowing that I had to be healthy for them. Like, I had to do this for them. I had to dig deeper because it was so beyond me. It's so beyond it was so beyond me. And I know that I had 2 children to live for, and it wasn't fair to them for me to have to leave this earth over things that I can't control. Yes, I was healthy, and no, I didn't have any, health issues, but so what? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that they can't come. And y'all, I look back on where I started and where I'm at now. Y'all, I'm just a regular girl. I promise y'all, I'm just regular. I didn't do no shakes, no pills, none of that. None of that. I just did what I knew to do. Was it all right? Probably not, y'all. But it worked. It worked. I didn't know exactly what meals to eat, and I didn't know all this. Well, you gotta do this, you gotta portion this. I didn't know. I went into this thing blind. I mean, truly blind. Because like I decided to kind of do this on my own and try to figure it out on my own, it was a little challenging. But I figured out what works for me. Because I'm going to tell you one thing I cannot stand is when people say, well, you got to do this. You have to do what works for you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what works for me. And the first thing that I had to do was cut out my problem food. Food that became a problem for me. My problem food and your problem food is probably not the same. It may not be. You may have issues with sweets. I may have issues with just bread and carbs and things like that. Some people have issues with sodas. I don't have an issue with soda. So, you know, we all have our different issues. So when people say, you got to cut out bread, you got to cut out this, well, what if that's not your problem? What if that's not your issue? You cut out the foods that are a problem for you. And we all know the unhealthy things that we do and the unhealthy things that we eat. So again, y'all, I'm going to make part 2 of this video because I want to make videos that I would want to watch. And I can't stand long-winded videos, honey. Just give me the information so I can move right along. But anyway, so I'm going to give you videos, you know, make them short and sweet, but I will make part 2. Part 2 will probably come right after this one. Yeah, I might even have the same outfit on. I don't know. Because right now I'm running and shaking, and it's a lot of things that have come up for me in my life, and it's a lot of things I just want to share with y'all. So I'm going to try to get these videos out daily, if possible. Now, let me put this back, as I said it before, but all my videos are not going to be about weight loss. I will include myself, but I will include my children, my daughter. We'll vlog our lives. We'll vlog just the different things that they have going on. In my first video, if you hadn't watched it, go back and watch it. Now, find out what I'm about. But anyway, so you'll see a lot about my daughter. She plays softball. She runs track. So you'll see a lot about her and her activities and things like that. I do have a son who's in college. He's home right now from school, so he'll be in the video as well. So a lot of this will just be about our family as a whole, not just me, because it's not all about me. But I will include my weight loss journey. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, stick with me. I promise you. I'm just regular. I'm not one of these people that did all this extra stuff, and I didn't do all that. And y'all ain't gonna lie, I tried some stuff. Because you know how you be like, I'm gonna do this shake, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try this. And I don't mean shakes, I mean like, you know, smoothies. You go home and make a smoothie, and I'm gonna drink a smoothie today, and that's all I'm gonna have. And I tried all that stuff, y'all. Let me tell you, it worked for the moment. If you trying to reach a goal, all that little stuff, it will work for the moment. I ain't gonna lie. Because there was some days I was like, man, I want a certain number on the scale before I go on vacation. Or I want a certain number on the scale before this day comes, or whatever the case. So I would do like some of the little cleanses and different stuff like that. But pills and things like, no, I'm talking about smoothies you make at home with your own ingredients, like some spinach and some fruit and stuff like that. I didn't go out and buy nobody shakes. I didn't do any of that. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work, and I'm not saying that it's not good for whoever, but for me, that's just not something I wanted to do. I had to be strong enough, and I had to do this on my own. I had to figure this thing out and say, I need to figure this out and be responsible and hold myself accountable, do it the right way, because I wanted it to last. I'm done having the same New Year's resolution. I'm done having the same goal. Like, come on now, let's reach this goal so we can jump to another goal, and we can work on something else. Life's too short to keep having the same goals. That's my opinion. But anyway, y'all, I thank you for watching. Again, I will have part 2, and like I said, don't be judging me because I might have the same clothes on, because I'm finna make the video in a minute. So anyway, I'm going to just go into more detail about, you know, kind of some of the trials I went through, and a lot of the things I ate, you know, how I got started eating. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've been doing this for a while, so some stuff I done forgot. So don't be talking about what she said. I done forgot. Now, and I'm gonna go to what I remember, and then I'm gonna come up to the current of stuff I do now. So don't y'all be judging me. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This is new to me, so let me think about what my daughter told me I was supposed to say. She said, matter of fact, hold on, wait a minute. Just let me bring my daughter to the video. Come on, little girl. Come on.
Guys.
All right, this is my little baby doll. But anyway, what am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to say,
Like,
comment,
share,
Lord. Like, comment, share,
subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the bell so you can not miss any one of our videos.
So you'll know when we post again, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye.